Welcome back to another episode of Thursday at 5, Veteran-Owned Business, Cochise Spotlight, here at the beautiful grounds of the Warrior Healing Center in Sierra Vista. Why am I calm? I am in awe. I am in personal awe that the guy now sitting to my right versus all the times he sat to my left is back again. And he's back with something special to share with us all. A little heartbroken, I'm not going to lie, but...
Heartbroken? Over what?
Well, when we discuss it, you're going to understand. A little heartbroken, but long term, amazing, so happy, but...
Okay.
I'm not... I got tears when I catch them here, but I'm just saying that I look forward to this, along with a couple other things. It's breaking my heart. You gotta understand.
Wait, you feel like I betrayed you and went to somebody else?
It is not. I don't look at it as betrayal. I look at it as growth.
Growth.
Okay. Spreading your wings.
Right.
And, providing so much valuable information that we in Cochise County would benefit from. It's amazing. It's huge. But, yeah, okay, there's a sliver. It's like going... Well, but we'll elaborate.
I'm here.
You're here now, and that's what counts.
And I was here a couple of weeks ago.
And I'm pretty sure that you may stumble like going, "Hey, you're busy? Let me come on in." But let's go ahead and open it up. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is me, Erik Z, one more time, here from the Warrior Healing Center Rising Eagle Studio, here in beautiful Sierra Vista. I know I said it once, but I'll say it twice. It's me, Erik. Yeah, well,
Erik Z, to be exact. Erik Z.
We're going to go with that. How about that?
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
And as, of course, I'm sure you all recognize who this is on my right. He kind of looks like... now my head's sticking up over there. Aha! There it is. See,
so he's a little more colorful than I am. Well, got those bright lights.
Because, he's... full of sparkle?
Yeah.
Is that something?
And he still doesn't have a ponytail.
We're going to fix that. TC, we got to fix that. We got to give him a ponytail. The boss has spoken, baby. Yeah. And Rob from Ruby's Divine Chocolate is with us. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing okay.
Always good to hear.
And you?
Oh,
Yeah.
I've seen better days. But it's
oh
going to get better.
I'm here, folks. I'm here on my time with my buddy Erik at the Warrior Healing Center.
We're going to talk about a lot of amazing things, a lot of wonderful events, a lot of good things. But those are like appetizers. You get that little. You're going to have the soup. You're going to have the salad. You might have a breadstick or two. You shouldn't, but still. But the main course is here, baby. Yeah.
I tried to cut out the carbs. It's too hard for me.
It's difficult. It's something you just have to work with. I mean, I like to look at the low carbs, but at the same time, God, that bread looks good.
I know. It's like I was doing it for a while. I was eating a lot of salads and meats, and then I was like, and then you go and you're like, oh, I got some Danishes, Went to Costco, got those Danish.
In Costco, it's never just one or two. Well,
no, you
boxes.
Get a pack. Yeah. It's just really hard to do.
Kirkland is amazing.
Yeah.
And you can't have a salad until you're like going, something's missing. No, it's got the meat. Yeah, it's got the cheese. Yeah, it ain't got a crouton though.
Oh no! You don't put the croutons in there. One thing I was trying to do, and I was taking because salad dressings, a lot of them have a lot of sugar in them.
Yes, they do.
Especially ones I like, like Catalina. It's like, not sure. So I was taking the balsamic vinegars and oils and using that as my salad dressing. Because there's no sugar in them.
And it is good.
And the balsamic vinegars taste
very
sweet.
Good.
They taste sweet.
But no sugar.
Why is that? How can they taste sweet and there's no sugar? And balsamic vinegar.
Oh, I don't know, but it's good. It's good.
I don't know how that works. It's amazing.
Until you look at the French in the Thousand Island like, let's throw it up against the wall. Balsamic vinegar. Raspberry balsamic vinegar.
Yeah. No, it works. Yeah.
So you have a lot of things going on in your life as of late. And you know the one thing I just have you guys been following Facebook as of late? You know, have you been paying attention? There's a radio station out there. They're pretty cool. I'm sure you follow them.
They're pretty cool.
They're pretty cool. They're pretty cool.
I wonder who he's talking about.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
A cool radio station?
You know, and they're on the FM side.
Oh, they're
if I'm not mistaken.
Cool.
And not just a radio, but they're also online.
Oh, so cool FM radio?
Online. Or I dare say
online.
Cool FM Live.
Yes. Cool FM Live, yeah. They are out there. And they've done a lot in the years that
they've stood up that building over by Little Caesars.
Yes. Yeah. You know, when you think about it, back when we first started doing this, which was quite a few, Cool FM was still real young.
Yeah.
When you think about it, they were still
young.
They
didn't even have that location.
They wasn't even a
thought.
They didn't have a radio station yet. He was just doing this stuff. When you think about it, it's just been that short a time. When we started doing this years ago, Cool FM was kind of, they were up and running, but nowhere near where they are today. I mean,
But these days, unlike my bank account, they're growing. You know,
they're growing. Yeah. Well, that's another challenge.
Thanks for my promotion.
Yeah. And I am working with Cool FM. I guess that's what you're a little upset about.
I'm not upset. Like I said, it is wonderful that you're able now. You're going out there. You got a huge audience. By the way, 15.1 thousand views. I looked earlier today. I am deadly serious.
Are you serious?
15.1K views and growing.
Wow.
And it was that was your first program, if I'm not mistaken?
Yes, our first program.
I mean, I know you do. I believe you said you have radio spots, but that was the first live one that I saw.
Well, not live. We're recording right now.
Oh, okay. Because
right now, I'm still working.
Oh, yeah, that was the first recording one.
So we're going to do a show right now, about a show a month. And they'll play it over, and of course it's posted on their YouTube and permanently, so you can always go back and watch. But, you know, eventually the day will come, possibly, you know, especially when I retire, which we're still waiting for that. How many years have I been talking about retiring?
Since we started this program.
Yes, it did. Yes. And it hasn't happened yet. I don't know what's going on. Anyway.
It's going to happen.
Yeah, it's going to happen. Then it'll probably evolve into a live weekly show.
There you go.
And you can still record sometimes in case you want to take a vacation.
Right.
You know,
you can record a couple in advance.
Yeah. You can say, okay, here they are. But no, I'm excited about it's called Issues with Ishoy. I didn't come up with the name.
It was amazing how that came about because, again, if you haven't seen it, you have to watch it. Trust me, you'll like it. Yeah. You really, really will.
It was, and we're going to take on serious topics. The first one was on mental health. We had a fantastic guest right here from the Warrior Healing Center, John Bateman.
Yeah.
He was one of my guests, and then we had a young lady from the Southeast Arizona Behavioral Health Services. I got that down.
Yes, you did.
I got that down.
You did practice it a couple times on there, I noticed. Yeah. But you got it down.
Yeah, and to be honest, and I'm going to keep coming from time to time with you on this because we're here.
Which I have no problems with.
Because we're here to support veterans.
Exactly.
Period. That's what this show is about. We're helping veterans. That show is a little broader. I mean, yes, we include veterans, but it's about the whole community, the whole county.
And that's good.
Veteran, non-veteran, you know. So we're going to have, my next show. I'm not going to announce who my guest is, but she's a powerhouse.
Because he does that.
Yeah.
He's like, you have to tune in to find out who it is.
You got to tune in. She's but it's going to be on the court systems and the criminal justice here in Cochise County.
Well, that's going to be a good one.
Yeah, we're going to talk. Yeah. You know, even though they're serious topics, we still be light. We are.
Well, yeah. You know,
a little bit, you know.
A little jocularity, but still you're going to hit to the meat and the potatoes of the product.
Yeah. But so this right here is not the right stage for all that stuff.
No. We're over here talking about veteran-owned business, trying to get people out there, trying to get in the nightlife.
Support the veteran-owned businesses. That's the key of this show here.
But I just like how you took it on, and you went to over there, Cool FM, and now you're reaching out to a broader audience, and you're providing fantastic insight. I mean,
thank you.
That one you did. I mean, just talking about the one part where you helped this one guy, and then, in all accounts, ended up helping you.
Yeah, and we see that right here at the Warrior Healing Center. Honestly, there's a lot of this whole place is volunteers.
Oh, they all volunteer.
Everybody here volunteers their time. It's a nonprofit organization. You come in the front desk, the person at the front desk is a volunteer. This guy right here is a volunteer. John Bateman is a volunteer. This whole building is full of volunteers.
All volunteers.
And they're all veterans trying to help other veterans, but in the long run, they're helping themselves too, aren't they?
Yep. TC is on. He said, hit there. Oh, hide there. I got that.
Yeah.
I'm learning how to read. It's wonderful. It's a beautiful
thing. And TC, I understand, is just rocking and rolling with his puppets.
You know what? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you a little good thing about TC. He is expanding his horizons. He is going out there, and like we talked about earlier. TC before, is like, come on, TC, come on. Oh no, I don't know. But now he went out to one event, and now, long story short, I'm doing something for the vendor event that we had at the mall this past Saturday, first Saturday's vendor event. Several veteran vendors are out there as well. By all means, check them out every first Saturday. But as I go out there and I do the videos, so try to catch every table, and I show this person is good at this person's got this, and then we shoot it on the social media. TC saw that I ran across this one table, lady, Sherry, and she does floral arrangements, but with pipe cleaners.
Really?
Yes. And amazing.
All pipe cleaners.
All different
and
colors,
she makes them
different
look
types.
Like flowers.
Yes.
Wow.
She will take little lamps, and she will do pipe cleaner stuff around it and make it into like a sunflower.
Is this somebody locally?
Local.
Veteran?
Lives near me.
A veteran?
Mother of a veteran.
Mother of a veteran. Wow. Mother of a veteran. That counts. If you're a mother of a veteran, I think that counts, doesn't it?
So, yeah. He saw that. He went out there. He networked with her, and they're going to come up with some future stuff.
Together.
And he helped her, so he's pointing her out to places to go, and he's just helping. I mean, and that just proves that everybody's out there networking, helping one another, doing what they can, and that's good.
That is good. And again, we have a brick and mortar store. Our door is open to you veterans out there I know it's tough when you're doing a home business and you're working full time and you don't have a brick and mortar location. Well, hell, it's tough on a brick and mortar location.
Yeah.
At least you don't have the overhead, which is a big plus. But still, trying to get your product out there, try to get recognized. And, the veterans that do have brick and mortar places, I'm not going to mention any names, but I'm pretty sure there's more than just us. They would open the door.
Yeah.
To those of you that have a home business and maybe want to coordinate something.
It's amazing how work with one another. I mean, you got places like, for example, CSUN Creations, and her thing is vendors have a little section. And they post their stuff. Pay a little fee for holding and all that.
Right.
But they do all that, and there's veterans in there, and she is now a veteran-owned business. But there's stuff like that that's out there that reminds me of Lavender Butterfly, 2 Army vets who are now at the mall. They moved to a different area, bigger area over there where they had the Sierra Vista estate sales.
Okay.
And they're hosting vendors as well as their stuff. So there's a lot of helping out with one another all over the place. And it's veterans or whoever, if you're looking for another place for the home businesses, like you want to get your word out there more, by all means, take advantage of it.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
pretty soon.
Yeah.
Pretty soon, another location.
Yeah. I've invited him so many times.
When I get home and I'm not doing my stuff on the computer, like going, come on, we got to check this out. I'm like,
yeah.
Like you said, full time in doing that. Oh my God. I got to find time for myself.
I do have to put in a plug in for Easter. Is that okay?
Yes.
I put in a plug for you. We got to.
This is what we do. Of course, you're gonna put in a plug for Easter.
But normally, back in the day, it was always focusing on another
others. We wouldn't focus on ourselves. It was focusing on others. But now that he's a guest,
our guest is not here, so I get to focus on Easter's always been kind of a challenge for. Oh, there he goes. There's our guest. Yeah.
And he.
Oh, he does light. Oh, you light him up.
He lights up.
Look at that. That's crazy. That's insane. Oh, that's funny.
We just make it one more. It's funny. So he's gonna stay like that the entire time now. What do you got going on for Easter?
Well, Easter's always a challenge, Mm-hmm. With a chocolate store. See, if you buy too many chocolate bunnies and you don't sell them, what are you going to do with a chocolate bunny when you're done?
They're going to put them outside in the pasture in the Arizona heat. No.
Yeah, you end up eating them,
Yeah.
It was good when the kids were younger because then here, you got an Easter bunny for Easter.
I got you.
Yeah. No, we're still going to have Easter bunnies, but we're going to have the real high quality gourmet chocolate Easter bunnies. But the fun thing we did, and we're doing it just for fun, we're giving away stuff.
Oh, nice.
We're going to have golden eggs. Golden eggs around the store. Well, my wife might just put them all in a basket. I don't know what she's going to do yet. But we're going to have golden eggs, and you open up a golden egg, and there's a prize in every one of them.
It's like a chocolate store with a golden item. It reminds me of a movie. We're not going to say it, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Kind of, yeah. Very similar. And a couple of the prizes are going to be, the biggest one we got is a $50 gift certificate.
Oh, nice.
And then every one of them is going to be a winner. Some of them are going to be a food item, the gift certificate, and then we'll have some where it says like 20% off your sale or 10%. And then, so every one of them will be something that you win. No gag gifts, no spring. I should have done one gag gift.
We would have hosted it here, by the way.
Now that I think about it, I should have done at least one where you open it up and one of them springy things jump out and it's like, okay, you didn't win nothing, you loser. No, we didn't do that.
And
that would have been fun.
That would have been good. And
especially if you would have got the egg.
Oh my God. That would have been like going, get the video. Why is the video on me? I don't know. Just open it up. Would have been a show. Would have been 1 hour show right there.
And that will start next Monday.
And
it'll just run till Easter. So next week, get in there and open up an egg and see what you want.
Is there a minimum purchase or just walk in?
Nope, just walk in.
Okay.
Nope. Just open up an egg and get your prize. And
I have to ask, what are your hours again? Because there have been a couple Wednesdays that I've been there. And your wife Jessica knows, I've said this a couple times. The one time I had free time, it was Wednesday.
Yeah,
Wednesday. And that was not the day.
Wednesday, she is closed. She's closed so Wednesdays and Sundays. She likes that middle day off. Because a long time ago, she did Sunday, Monday. And then she decided she liked that middle day, break up her week.
Well, you can take care of a lot of stuff on Wednesday.
And you can. That's what she does. Last week she painted our kitchen cabinets.
Oh.
And we just finished them last night. I didn't paint them, but I had to help her hang them and take the doors down and put them back up.
Use the muscle. That's all right.
It looks good, though. She did a good job.
Outstanding.
She did a good job. But, yeah.
Another thing that's going on this weekend, leading up to Easter, maybe you want to go out, check out some, and I was talking about vendor events earlier.
Right.
Vendor events, looking for something, maybe get something for the kids. Of course, you want to check out the eggs and maybe get a winner over at Ruby's Divine, or as well as maybe go check out the West End Fair this Saturday from 12 to 6. If I'm not mistaken, it's on Fry between Carmichael and Buffalo Soldier Trail.
Yep.
That whole area.
Yep. Where they did all the street.
Yep.
Yep.
There's going to be food trucks out there.
Oh, okay.
There's going to be bands out there.
Wow.
There's going to be some vendors. Some we know.
Veterans
are going to be out there.
Okay.
As well as other vendors. By all means, go check it out. Because not only are you checking out all the stuff that's going on in the street, and I'm sure there's going to be plenty of chalk for the kids to go onto the ground.
Mm-hmm.
But, you also got those side buildings, those brick and mortars on the side, so definitely check them out. There's one place we went to last week. It was an AZ rock show, but they were having their, lack of a better term, spiritual, like tarot cards, readings, stuff like that. Yeah, it was pretty interesting.
Yeah. Is a lot of it going to be at that one big parking lot where the ice cream place is?
As far as I know, there's going to be something over there and then something a little further towards Horn Toad and stuff like that. So it's going to be taking up a lot of that area. So a couple walking arounds and stuff, see what's going on.
And I like that idea, where you park your car and you stroll. And and be able to get out and walk around and look at different vendors and maybe go into some stores, that kind of.
And like you said, the ice cream place, Julie and Sammy's, 33.
Yeah.
Cool off real quick.
Yeah. And it's gotten hot, so they should do really good there that day. They should do
very good that day.
They should do very well that day. That sounds like. And what time again?
It's going to be from 12 to 6.
12 to 6. Okay.
12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Okay. Some people have asked me when you say 12 to 6, do you think I'm going to say 12 a.m. to 6 a.m.?
Yeah.
Is that where you're going with it?
Yeah, sure.
12 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Yeah, show up at midnight or 5 in the morning and
Because, you try to go there earlier during the day, you really can't stand the heat. As I learned one year when I did Stand Up for Freedom, when they did their first one,
yes,
I think it was 10 to 4. Hottest day ever.
Yeah.
Yes,
it was.
And you're sitting in there in your tent and sun's beating. I had 10 bottles of water that day.
I remember that day. But it turned out to be a big event.
And they've got it going on again, if I'm not mistaken, June 28th.
And that's Docs for you.
Docs, Punchy's going to be a part of that. Not only they got that June 28th, from 4 to 9, by the way. It's going to be behind Warrior Healing Center.
So it's in the evening.
You got Docs, and then you got Sammy's, and you got War Healing Center, so you're going to be in this middle area right here. But they're also going to have a 5K fun run / walk.
Okay.
So, and it's all benefits for Warrior Healing Center. So if you just want to get out there in the morning, I think 8 or 9 in the morning.
Can I do a half a K?
You could do any K you want.
Well, that's about it.
As long as you're out there, socializing, enjoying, having a good time. 5K for my wife and I, no problem.
Others like me, half a K.
I may have to throw them on my back, let's go, brother.
Yeah.
But anybody who wants to find out about more information about that, go to Stand Up for Freedom Street Fair on Facebook, especially if you're a veteran, of course. Yeah. But vendors, they are looking for a lot of vendors to come out this year, and they've even got some vendor competitions. They've got the best decorated booth, the highest sales, largest donation, best street fair food item, spiciest dish award. That's as basic.
And the donations go to
Warrior Healing Center.
Right here.
And
a nonprofit that does incredible work. So
winners are going to receive bragging rights for the entire year. Self-explanatory. Mm-hmm. As well as a free year-long ad at Doc's Watering Hole. If you've ever been to Doc's Watering Hole, they've got several of those TVs up there, those big screen flat TVs. Your banner, your PowerPoint presentation, one slot, going to be going there the entire year for free.
For a year.
That's
big. That's huge. Big. That means everybody goes into Doc's going to see your business up there. Yep. That's a big plus. Well, that's another example.
You got to give them the business.
That's another example of one veteran-owned business helping other veteran-owned businesses.
Oh, they've been helping so much. Yep. It's crazy.
Yep. And Speaking of veteran-owned businesses, don't we have another get-together coming up?
We do. It's in the works. Trying to work stuff out. If I'm not mistaken, this is all hearsay right now. We're not even certain. I mean, we're certain it's going to happen, but we're just working on that date. Right now, we have a tentative date of 12 May.
12 May.
5:30.
5:30 in the evening.
That's
which is
a
on
Monday. And that's going to be at Chosun Martial Arts, traditional Tung Sudo Karate.
Which you know so well.
So much my wife and I know this.
Yes. And a wonderful
Master
owner.
Raphael Emil puts on a good program.
Yeah.
He's got kids from 4:30 to 5 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then he's got us adults from, Monday through Friday. You don't have to go the entire time. I mean, you have to go Monday through Friday. You don't have to do that. But we do it because helps build up, helps work our stuff. We're older.
Do you go 5 days a week?
Well, Thursdays are here.
Okay.
But otherwise, I normally go 4. If I don't, previously, if I didn't have anything going on, looking for interviews as always, interview with veteran-owned businesses. But if I'm not here, then I'm there.
Yeah.
5 to 6:30.
No wonder you're in such good shape.
We try.
Yeah.
You got to stay active.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So that's when Rob says half a K, he'll be doing 5. He just don't know. Jessica and I are going to have a chat about this one.
he's still young. Wait till he gets to be my. No, you're doing good. He's still a young guy. No, and the owner is just a fantastic person.
Yes,
too.
he is. Yes, he
is.
He's
a fantastic person.
Always trying to help out with Warrior Healing Center. Always trying to help out with the community. I know of a few things that he is working on, and with other members of the martial arts community here in Sierra Vista. And if that actually comes to fruition, comes to light, it's going to be amazing for everybody. Not too sure we can talk about it as much yet, but just know that something's in the works.
Okay. All right. Things are coming up. So.
And by the way, I know we talk about, if you're a veteran-owned business, if you're thinking about becoming a veteran-owned business, if you're have an idea, you have a spark, always come on over to the Warrior Healing Center and talk with the other veteran-owned businesses like we just talked about. Come on out to that meeting. Check it out. It doesn't matter if you're established, a brick and mortar, you're well established, you're kind of there, a direct sales, work from home, or you're thinking of doing something, especially this is where you can network with one another so you can mind meld, get ideas. What should I do? Now, what should I do? What are ways of promoting? How can I do that?
Especially if you've never done it. If you've never done it, any kind of business, and you're like, should I do an LLC or not? Should I go brick and mortar or not? What are the ins and outs? What else? Do I have to have insurance? Do I have to have this? There's so many little things that if you've never done it, that any one of us can just give you a quick rundown and say, well, you need to think about this, and this, and beware of this.
Look out for this.
Look out for that.
It sounds good, but
Don't walk over the cliff. If you do, make sure the cliff is not very tall.
I mean, if you want to get a good idea about stuff like that, we were talking about docs earlier, how they help out other people and they do what they can. They are actually hosting a Moonshot Rural Arizona pitch competition for 2025, and that's where future up-and-coming entrepreneurs will come together, pitch their idea, and they will reward. They will have a winner, and they will reward them. This is like
they're throwing a ball
to the moon. It's a moonshot to the moon.
You said the moonshot. Are they throwing a ball to the moon?
Well, it's at Doc, so I'm pretty sure that it's like the fireball. There's a moonshot. No.
They're not on the moon.
We don't know who's on the moon anymore these days.
Who is on the moon?
Yeah, that's a good question. Third base. But they're going to have that competition. They're going to pick some stuff. So if you're in, anybody can go check this out. So if you're you're thinking about, you want to start something, you don't have an idea, listen to these people. It's like, somebody told me it's like Shark Tank.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like that.
Oh, that's now that you said that, it becomes very clear.
Somebody told me that. I've never actually seen it, but it's going on tomorrow. Oh. Tomorrow, as a matter of fact, and it's going to start my eyes are so perfect. Oh, final pitch is at 1:30. It starts at 11. That's right.
Ooh.
They're going to be in there 11, so check it out. Go over there for lunch. Doc's has an amazing lunch, by the way. Their burgers are out of this world. It's a moonshot.
I'm the chicken wing guy.
Their chicken wings, I believe they won an award, didn't they?
Yeah, it's a little sore spot with Doc's because they actually I think they got second or third place in town for the best wings, and I totally disagree with that.
Right.
Doc's got the best wings, period, sorry.
Oh, TC said for, he didn't say that. He's for the West End Fair, Landmark Cafe will be showing some local arts.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow, yeah. We've got some amazing artists in Sierra Vista.
Well, I now, walking through the hall, got here early. Mm-hmm. You have art on the wall for sale.
For sale.
Right here at the Warrior, which I'm going to assume are veterans that are painting.
Yeah.
And we got them right up here on the wall.
You got that. You got veterans out there doing amazing things. I mean, obviously George with his wood carvings.
Yes, we got a lot of veterans that are good with wood in this town that make wonderful things with wood.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You just got to get out and check it out. If you're a vet, like I said, if you're a veteran, you're looking to start something. Maybe help me with my heartburn. I don't know. Oh. Looking for a medical profession. I just need water. Come on out, check it out.
Give you a coffee.
Hey,
that'll help you.
That's old school. That's what I'm talking about. This will take care of everything. Yeah. Rub some dirt on it, kid.
Yeah. Here, have a shot of whiskey. They'll fix you up.
Oh, it's like what Grandma gave me when I was 7.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Actually, when you said that at 7, my dad was in the Army.
Uh-huh.
And this shows you how old I am. He was stationed in France on the Army base.
Ooh.
Yeah, when we still had Army bases in France in the 60s. But the first place we lived was in a French house, and across the street, the French family, their little 2-year-old. You know what they put in their bottle?
What?
Wine.
Nice.
I swear to God, it was watered down, but you can't drink the water there at the time. You'd have to boil it and everything. And 2-year-old kid sipping on a wine bottle. I was like, okay, only in France.
I remember when we'd be in Germany and we'd go to the different, not the big cities, just the little rural towns or whatever. And there was one, my wife's sister lives there, and they had a wine parade. So it was just up and down, coming down, their floats and stuff. But the majority of them had pitchers of wine. Pitchers of wine that, locally grown, amazing in Germany, and just pouring it out to people who had cups. They didn't ask the age. They just poured it to people who had a cup. I was like, give me your cup, little kid.
Yeah, even the toddler. Wine.
Santa Cruz.
That'll work. Yeah, but I guess maybe it was good for them. At least they weren't drinking in France. They weren't drinking. Well, I'm sure France's. This wasn't that long after World War II. You gotta remember, it's only 20 years, right? So I'm sure they've gotten it all cleaned up. But I remember my mom had to boil the water.
Wow.
And put the tablets in it, both.
Tablets too?
Yeah. Boil it and put the tablets in it before she could use it to cook or clean, not to clean, but to cook or make drinks. Yeah. Otherwise, he got really sick.
Outstanding.
Now
we have them in plastic containers.
Yes. Yes. Everywhere. Yes. And that's another. I hate to. I always tell. When I was at.
Get the soapbox! I've been waiting for this. Get Rob's soapbox. Oh, dang it! They took it from me. Oh no, it's gone.
What?
He's on a soapbox. Here we go.
I swear, when I was this, I am gonna get on it. So when I was a teenager, And I remember my dad telling me, and I thought he was nuts. He said, son, one day we're going to have to buy water. And I thought, Dad, that's crazy. Because back then, water was free. I mean, first of all, you trusted the water out of the faucet. You trusted the water out of the hose. I mean, you just did because the community gave you clean water.
Yep.
And I thought he was silly, saying, oh, one day we're going to have to buy water, son. And boy, look at us now.
Go to Walmart and see the entire aisle of water.
Yes. And we're just buying water. I mean, because I look at it like, okay, it's like we're going to form a community, right? We get together. Hey, we're going to form a community. What's the first thing that we should provide to our citizens?
Water.
Clean
water.
Clean drinking water. That's the first. If you fail in that category,
you have failed your city.
Complete, yeah, right there. If you can't, yeah, what's the point if you at least can't have clean water? Well, I guess air would come before that.
Well, you'd think air would come naturally, but these days, I don't know anymore.
Are we going to start buying air too?
Well, technically you can.
You can.
And again, Walmart, there are cans where they have cans of oxygen, so you know, you can't catch your breath in.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of like, what's that, for those who have...
Yes. Yep, I know what you're talking about, yep.
I don't know the words. Words are new to me. But eventually, you know what we're talking about.
When was it? Back in I think it was in the 90s, or maybe like when they came out with these oxygen bars.
Asthma. Yes.
Remember that?
Oh my God.
Oh, I don't know if that's still around.
Not just oxygen, but it was flavored oxygen.
Yes. Yes.
Would you like strawberry oxygen? Oh my God, yes. Oh, that'd be wonderful.
Okay, if you're a veteran thinking about opening an oxygen bar in Sierra Vista, don't.
Please don't.
Please don't.
or do, so I can come out there because I will enjoy every second of it.
I will go and do that show.
I will just hold the cameras like going, I will not do it justice like Rob will.
But we got to do it right away before it shuts down.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're not going to be there long.
You guarantee it's going to be in the first couple days.
Because it won't last I don't think it lasts too long. But it was a craze. I think it was.
It was.
Was it in the 90s? I think it was.
I remember hearing something to that. If it was late 90s, 2000, I don't know. But yeah, oxygen. I mean... Wow.
Yeah. So that's the next step. We buy water, so that's the next one. We're going to start buying air.
Flavored air.
Yeah. You'll have a supplier that will hook up tanks outside your house. And the air, what's that?
Spaceballs,
yes.
The theme of like where they bought the air.
Yep. And so we can have air pumped into our houses.
I love it. I love it.
What flavor air would you have pumped into your house?
I don't know. Butterscotch.
Butterscotch.
Now I'm thinking of Spaceballs. The whole movie is just like with the robot, the spaceship that turned into the maid with the vacuum, and they're like, sucks.
Oh no. Okay, so that's So clean water. We want clean water from our community.
Free.
And it was free back then too. That's the crazy part.
You can go get your hose, you go get the neighbor's hose. It didn't matter. It was water. It was free. It was available. It was there. Now it's like, can I get a free bottle? A bottle?
Oh, yeah. Oh, and then you go to some places like hotel rooms and you drink the bottled water out of the they have.
Then you get charged triple because you went to the fridge or you took the. That's the rules we now have to follow. Like going, oh look, they have free. Don't even touch it.
Right. I've made that mistake in the past when I used to travel a lot.
They monitor it.
And you drank the water in the hotel room and ended up finding out that bottle of water was $5.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, I wouldn't drink it if I knew that.
Yeah.
But
And then what do we go do? We go find the nearest store, like a Circle K or something, so that we can grab a case of bottled water.
Yeah.
It's like, you want to drink from the...
And when I was a kid, it was so good out of the hose.
Yeah.
It was so good. I mean...
Because you're outside running all day.
Yeah, and it was cold, and it was clean, and it was good water, clean. You could tell it was good water.
Yeah, we're having a moment. What of it?
Yeah. And we all drink water out of the hose. If you're outside playing around, you drink water out of the hose. It tasted good. You clean water, you didn't worry about it.
Yeah, it was all
I think we have pretty decent water in Sierra Vista.
We do.
Yeah.
They have a good water filtration system.
Now, if you live in Flint, Michigan,
maybe not.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
You better bottled water.
You better go get the tablet and the stuff he was talking about earlier and hope for the best.
Hope for the best. Or go buy bottled water. But no, I think in Sierra Vista we have pretty decent water. Of course, some people are out on wells too.
Yeah.
So, if you're out of town.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, water. Anyway.
So your show is currently monthly.
Yes. Yeah.
And you do on radio first.
Yep.
And it's recorded.
Yep.
And then a couple days later, give or take.
Oh, actually, it was the same day.
Oh, nice.
Later in the evening. So we did the radio show was aired Sunday. It was April 6th, 8 o'clock in the morning. And later that evening, it was on Facebook and then followed by on YouTube. And the nice thing about the YouTube is it'll be there as a historical. So you're like, oh, I missed a show 6 months ago. You can still go to YouTube.
Can always find it.
Yeah.
And that's good. I like that. Like I said, I'm a little sad, but knowing that you are doing bigger and greater things for the community is always a good thing.
If I'll put out a plug for so I'm looking. Now I got my next show lined up. The one on criminal justice, that one's lined up. So, insurance.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to do a show on insurance industry. So if anybody out there has dealt with insurance companies a lot, and maybe like somebody works at the hospital that works with the insurance company, come look me up. I'm looking for a guest that's an expert. Believe it or not, I don't know everything.
What?
Yes, it's true. No. So
what's happened?
so I'm bringing guests on the show that know more about the topics than I do. Like last week, I had two people that are that work in the mental health industry. So I'm able to say things and then let them respond. Correct me if I need to be corrected, answer my questions. And that's my approach going to be on all these shows. So I'm going to bring up the issues and then have somebody locally that knows more knowledge than I do about the topic, like the one I'm going to do.
Coming up
is an attorney who also has worked in the court system.
Right.
She knows a lot more than I do about what's going on right here. And it's always going to be about Cochise County, what's going on here. Not in Washington, D.C. or Canada or down there in Florida.
What affects us here.
That's it, the whole focus. And just like this show, we want to help veterans, but we want to help veterans right here in our community.
So you are looking for insurance people specifically?
Or anybody that has dealt with a lot of insurance and companies and has a lot of knowledge of how it works, because it's pretty confusing.
Yes.
I think everybody knows that. It's just kind of confusing.
Any other ones you're looking for?
I am looking for, also, I think I want to do a show on AI.
Oh, interesting.
Because that is an up-and-coming, it's already here.
It's here.
It's taking over a lot. And
have you seen the latest craze they got going? You see what they're using AI for now? They're using ChatGPT.
Yeah.
And they're taking their picture, and you can do anything with ChatGPT. Just for fun, I played for it, like going, hey, I'm 5'11", I weigh this much, I'm this old, can you give me a program for a walking cardio program to where I could lose so much? And it just spit it out left and right.
No kidding.
It was like, I don't need to buy nothing, I got it right here. But they were putting their picture on there and the parameters and stuff, and now they're making pictures of them as little action figures.
Wow. Okay.
With accessories.
Yeah,
with everything. With everything. Like, this is too much. So yeah, this is it. That would be an amazing show. That's something to know.
Of where we're going. And again, on these shows, I'm pros and cons. On that show I would want maybe even two guests. Have one person that is all for AI, and then maybe one of those people is like, oh my, scary, we're gonna, Terminator, that kind of thing. And maybe not that extreme, but get 2 points of view.
They're taking over.
Yeah, get different points of view. The insurance one I'm really passionate about.
Yeah, that's good.
And I just think another one I want to tell you, the rents. Oh, it's killing me. The whole rent thing. I think it's out of control.
Mm-hmm. Rent is crazy. The last couple of years, it's just gone stupid.
Yeah, and I'm not worried about me. I'm worried about the young people.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I was 18 years old. Dad was an Army sergeant, right? Mm-hmm. So my dad came up and said, son, happy birthday. Start paying rent or move out.
Hello.
That's exactly what he said to me on my birthday. Happy birthday. Start paying rent or move out. So me and a buddy, we just like, we're making $3.50 an hour, right? Mm-hmm. Let's go get an apartment. Mm-hmm. It was so cheap. It was no big deal. You just went down and moved into a little apartment together, and and oh my God, nowadays
you couldn't even attempt that right now.
No, I mean, I've got a daughter paying $2,000 a month for a 1-bedroom apartment.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
Now that's not here; it's up in Tempe, but
still $2,000 for a 1-bedroom
apartment.
Yeah,
that's twice as much as my house payment, and my house is 200.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. I got an acre, 2,500 square feet, a swimming pool. I mean, come on, something's going wrong.
In the past couple of years, if you didn't take advantage of trying to buy a house then, when it was at 2 point something.
Yeah, yep. Oh yeah. Now you're looking at like, what is it? People are paying 7%,
something like that.
So it seems like it's out of control. And again, I worry about my kids. They're, it's like, how much you pay in rent? Mm-hmm. Well, how are you going to save money for a mortgage or a house down payment?
Yeah. How
are you going to save money for anything?
I mean, I'm trying to get my son just to get a better job, do a lot better. He still stays with us for that said reasons.
Yep.
Like, it's difficult out there, but try and build up and save the money because you need it now just to get something halfway decent, and hopefully in the next couple of years rates can drop and fluctuate to our advantage, but I don't know these days anymore.
No.
Everything's uncertain, but that's life.
I'm opposite of my dad. Well, Ruby's still at home, but she's already talking about moving out.
Okay.
Oh my God. So now I'm crushed, right? So that's the last one. Now, I'm always inviting my kids, my other two, my other daughter and my son up in Tucson. I'm like, hey, we got a place if you ever need to come out. A lot of people when their kids turn 18, they're like booting them out the door.
Yeah.
They can't wait to get them out. I'm the opposite. I want my kids back.
Yeah.
I miss them all. I want them around me.
Like,
but they're all like, no, Dad. Well,
but you're going to pay a low rent.
Yeah. I would charge them a little bit. Nothing like they're paying now.
Oh God, no.
Yeah.
That's highway robbery.
But nope, they don't want to do it. They got to live their own lives. I understand that. But yeah, Ruby's now talking about moving out. Oh no, what am I gonna do?
Well, I think you're already doing
that. Yeah.
Being occupied with bringing light to issues that we need a good light on.
Oh, I am gonna. You know what? I'm gonna. Eric.
Rob.
If you have a topic that you want, let me know in the future.
Oh, I will.
On the show. If there's something that you're like, hey, man, this needs to be addressed here in Cochise County, this is a serious issue. Yeah, let me know.
Well, I know you're going to get, if not from me, then definitely a lot of people here at Warrior Healing Center who will be like going, hey, you got to talk about this. Let's see some insight on this, like either like rent or insurance or AI or I think you said something about commercial real estate or dealing with the VA.
Yeah.
Taxes,
yeah. But the idea is to hopefully come up with some ideas and solutions. That's hard to do, but I think a lot of times people just think that everything's always been the way it is. And when you're in my age, you realize that's not true.
Mm-hmm.
There was a time when things were very different, like the water. No,
the Vasa? The Vasa.
No, you know, believe it or not, I remember when I first got my driver's license and bought my first car in California. There was no law that you had to have car insurance. That existed. There was no law.
Back in the day. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, now they passed a law a few years later. My insurance skyrocketed when they did it, but yeah, there was actually a lot of people don't realize everything hasn't always been the way it is today, and it can be changed again. You know, things can be changed. I'm not saying we have to go back on everything.
No, anything can be changed.
Yeah,
provide a little insight, see a little thing. Like maybe we're not looking hard enough, like you said, insurance. Real estate.
Yeah.
AI. Love life. Anything in that nature.
So no. Yeah. But definitely. And that's the same thing with the Warrior Healing Center. That's what they did. Mm-hmm. They obviously saw a shortage here in Cochise County, right?
Yep.
They saw a shortage of care for veterans. And don't get me wrong, there were other organizations here, but they saw a gap.
Yeah.
And they came in and, this building, have you ever been here? This building's big. And they host other organizations here.
That's what I like about this place the most. Because we got all those other veteran organizations all around Cochise County, Sierra Vista. I think of this place as a central hub.
Yes.
That we already offer a lot of things here, but if there is something that you might be looking for that's specific and needs to be tailored to your needs, they point you in the right direction and where you need to go. So
yeah, and all you gotta do is you walk in the front door.
Yeah.
There's usually somebody sitting there at the reception. And just like tonight, there was a new lady up there.
Roxanne,
she's new.
Yes.
And I walked in the door, and the first thing was, how can I help you?
Yep.
That was the first thing I ever met. How can I help you? That's what you get when you walk in the door here.
That's right.
And I could say, I need financial help. So, okay.
They will help you.
They'll help me. I could say,
fill out an intake form and go from there.
I could say, I need some counseling. Okay, they'll help me.
I do.
Well, no, I can
walk something different.
Yeah, I could walk in the door and say, I need help with my VA benefits.
Oh, they definitely can help you. Yeah. Mike, he does amazing things with VA now.
Really?
He helps out for helping with VA benefits.
No kidding.
Yep, Mike's here.
Yep.
Not just a video personality.
Yeah.
But he'll help you.
Yeah.
Build up your personality.
I mean, it's just amazing what they do here. I mean, you can literally walk in the door. You can say, I'm homeless. I'm a veteran and I'm homeless.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, okay.
They will help you.
Yep.
They will help you, get you situated to as much as they can, and while at the same time looking for some long term for you.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So
that's huge.
That's all I gotta do is walk in the door, say I'm a veteran, and
just come in.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you don't need help, come in and volunteer.
Come in for bagels and brews. Come in and they have food.
Yeah.
Like maybe first or second week. Just come in, break bread with some of your fellow vets.
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
And then ask questions. Look around. Always somebody will be more than happy to give you the guided tour here at Warrior Healing Center.
And the nice thing is when you volunteer, it's you can decide, I want to volunteer 8 hours a week, or you could decide I want to volunteer 1 hour a month. That's up to you.
Or just come in here and do interviews for 1 hour a week.
1 hour a week.
Well, we do other things. We do other things.
We do other things. You know, we talk about a lot of different issues on this show too.
I will be out at West End Fair, as a matter of fact, getting some video so I can present that for next week.
There you go.
So just to show everybody, going, hey, this is what's been going on. In case you missed it, we got the people out there, and that's some of the things I want to bring to like go out there, not just for, obviously for veteran-owned businesses, but just show everybody else going, We're just not we got so much more going on. You need to come check it out.
Yeah, and I'm glad the city's doing that because they did spend the money on that West End.
Mm-hmm. They did spend the money.
You know, unfortunately, the landlords in the area didn't do much to follow suit.
No.
And that's on them because the city did their part. I'll give the city credit because they did a nice job. They were hoping that the landlords in that area were going to follow suit and kind of like maybe put a little investment in fixing up. But the city was smart. So, okay, we'll do a fair out there and have vendors.
Yep.
And food trucks.
Yep.
And businesses that can put up a booth.
We'll make it good. We'll make it interesting. We'll make it worth your while.
Yeah. So that sounds like a really fun event that you just... where would you park? Where's the best place to park?
Oh, actually, I think your best place is going to park is on the next street over,
Wilcox.
Because there's a lot of parking areas over there. So.
Yep.
Or if not, go park beyond Carmichael somewhere else if you can't find something, and it's just a short walk. Okay, for me, it's a short walk.
And it's on a Saturday.
It's on a Saturday, and there's going to be a lot of things going on.
The bank is going to be closed.
Bank's going to be, Wells Fargo is going to be closed.
Use that parking lot. No. Wells Fargo is going to send us a nasty...
Be nice, Wells Fargo.
Yeah.
Don't think we don't remember.
Yeah.
Peckeridge Farm remembers.
It sounds like a really good day. I mean, and just park and relax and go walk and stroll.
Go check that out, and when you're done checking that out, maybe you want to go drive around. Go down 92. When you're going down 92, you're going to pass a restaurant, and you might even see a coffee place or two. And when you see that coffee place, you're also going to see a chocolate place. That's Ruby's Divine Chocolates.
Oh, but that's too far to drive.
It's worth it, believe me. We do stairs on Sunday in Bisbee, my wife and I, and then after we're done, we go driving around until we find a good breakfast place. And that could be in Palominas or any other place for that matter. But you have to get out there to take in what is Cochise County.
Right. Yeah. I mean, this cracked me up, though, because I hear, I never drive out that far.
Yeah, I know.
I
knew where you were going with it.
I know. I live in Hereford, so I come into town to go to work every day. I'm like, okay, it's not that far of a drive. Oh my God!
And when you're not going that way, why don't you go on the other way to Huachuca City? Take in a theater showing over at the K Theater.
It's not like when you go to Phoenix. Like when I go to get the chocolates.
Yeah.
I got the one place in Glendale, Soretta's Chocolates. And then my chocolatier in Fountain Hills, which is way up in the
way out there.
East Mountains. Yeah. So, from that one place, that's an hour.
Mm-hmm.
There's an hour in town added to my trip going up there and back. So when you talk about the 10, 15-minute drive across town or out into town, I mean, come on.
That's loose change compared to
when you live in a big city and it takes you an hour to get from one end to the other, or not even one end. Hell, Phoenix, if you drive from actually one far end to another, probably take you 2 hours.
It takes a minute,
especially with
I know this,
and if you survive the traffic.
101, 202.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I do.
Where there is no speed limit.
101 especially. I was getting ready to say 202, but I was like, no. I remember a couple times on 101. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. You're like, there's no speed limit. There's one posted, but it doesn't.
Sure.
Yeah. You're like, okay.
Well, we are going to have to end the show.
We do.
Time.
Oh, my God.
We have actually gone...
over.
Practically. No,
we haven't. No,
we're going by Rob time, so we're actually going to cut it less than 1 minute short.
Okay. Well, it was fun to be back.
Always a good time to have you here. Wish you the bestest luck on your future endeavors with Cool FM. And as always, you are always welcome here.
Thank you. I'll be back.
Even if I got a guest on here, come on in.
I'll be back.
Give him the third degree. Throw the ride. No.
Not next week, though.
Not next week.
I'll be out of town next week.
Next week, hopefully we get some video. If we're either going to be talking about veteran-owned businesses as I scout for them through social media.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Get some video of West End Fair to show exactly what's been going on. And as always, I'm always looking for a guest. I'm working on a couple, but if you're a veteran-owned business, by all means, drop a line to me, Erik Ziba, or the Warrior Healing Center. leave it in the comments below here or any place you see the video, because I see them all, because it's also on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter/X, on Twitch, everywhere. But we want to hear from you.
I don't even know what Twitch is.
I do, because I like listening to DJs.
Okay.
They have gamers too, but that's not me. Anyway.
All right.
Everybody have a good week. I will talk to you next Thursday. See you at the West End Fair. Go out the docks tomorrow. Check out the Moonshot. Rob will be there with the baseball.
Yeah. He'll be eating wings.
He'll be eating wings with a baseball. We're going to throw this at the moon.